Hey everybody, it's John DePietro, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to another segment of Salisbury 500. That's right, folks, Salisbury 500. It's all about meeting some great people that I've had an opportunity to work with over the years through our mutual affiliations with Assumption College. Now, I should tell you, Assumption doesn't sponsor this, and they might not even know about it, but let's let others know about it. And if you do me a big favor, this is how we can do it. Right down at the bottom right-hand side of your screen, in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little red button that says subscribe. Just hit that red button. And then when you hit that, there'll be a little bell that shows up. And hit the bell, and that means every time we come out with a new episode of this show, you will get advance notification. So with that being said, thank you so much. And let us meet our special guest for this show. His name is Mike Myers from the Worcester Railers. Mike, welcome to Salisbury 500.
Thanks, John. Glad to be here.
So, you have a position with a hockey team, and actually, you know what? Your whole life, probably since even prior to high school, has been revolving around the hockey rink, has it not?
Yeah, it's been my favorite sport since I was as long as I can remember. So, it's been a dream come true to be able to sort of string together a series of jobs and attempted careers at getting in sports and having it be my sport of choice, and to be able to play it through college and was another piece. So it's been, like I said, I've always been one that believes that you need to do things you love, and
Yep.
whether it's in your personal life or professional, and I've been blessed enough to be able to do that.
So not many people get a chance to take their passion and turn it into a career. And as you said, you have been blessed to do that. And you're able to continue it throughout, beyond playing days and into the management aspect of it. And that's got to be an advantage to you from a manager that you played the game that you're selling now.
Yeah, I mean, even before that, I went to Assumption where, for the liberal arts, education, it was, I had a psych major, I had a minor in art, I had a double major with Spanish and psychology, but my goal was to get into art therapy because I was always an artist, and so art therapy was my, what I thought was going to be my end game, and everything changed after college, and I was able to actually morph my artistic side with the hockey side, and started my own business painting goalie masks. So
and that is ironic now because masks are the thing, and
yeah,
you're a big veteran of the mask business, but certainly not the kind that we're talking about today, right, Mike?
No, it's funny. We're about to drop a press release. I'm actually stepping out of retirement to paint a mask for charity, and we're trying to find a good hashtag for it because anytime you put mask into anything now, you think of a medical mask, and
Right.
N95. So it's been a little tricky to find that nice tagline that can be used as our hashtag, but we're excited to launch it. We know it's going to do great things, but it's tough with the messaging. It gets confusing.
So you graduated from Assumption in '93, so that means you're you're getting up there. You got a 30-year reunion coming in a couple of years. Wow.
Yeah.
So, but you played there, and then you coached there as well. Tell us about your playing days. Who was the coach then, and who was the head coach when you were assistant?
Yeah, so I played there. I played hockey and lacrosse, and we had for hockey. You had Bill Bowes was the head coach. I still am in touch with Coach Bowes throughout the years, and we keep tabs on each other. And John Hannon was the lacrosse coach, and I haven't kept in touch with him much, but I coached with a '94 grad, Keith Hughes, who's still one of my best friends. And we actually just did a Zoom call. Some of the kids we coached get together and do a Zoom call on a weekly basis. So
Of course,
it's
those
been
kids
fun.
are all 40 now, right?
Yeah, and they it's funny that, like with everybody, you get a group of college friends back together, and they act like they're 18 to 22, and it's
We just
it,
had a group of our college friends back together last Sunday night, and they acted like they were 12 and 13,
yeah,
and
well,
we're all hitting 70,
yeah,
which is kind of everybody's retired and
yeah,
that type thing. So tell us about the mask thing, because that is, I mean, people that are my age remember professional hockey players that goalies didn't wear masks,
right.
but now they do. And tell us about your involvement with that.
Well, I was a goalie when I played, and I was an artist from birth, so I just always enjoyed painting my own masks. And um, when I got it, actually, we weren't even allowed to wear masks. We had to wear the helmet and cage
Oh yeah, yeah.
for my first 3 years. So when it became legal, I was like the first goalie to jump on. I painted my own mask. I got it. It was the first thing I ran out and bought, and because I was so excited to be able to wear a mask. And so after that, I stayed in the Worcester area. I met my girlfriend at the time, wife now, and we stayed in the area. And I had some friends getting their masters, so just stayed local, and had a local business guy who was a fellow goalie approached me about painting a mask, and he said, "If I bought you the equipment, could you do it for me?" And I said, "I've never airbrushed before, but I can try." And something that I picked up pretty quickly, and one thing led to another, and he funded the first attempt at the business. And 6 months later, I was on my own and had my own shop, and
I'm told that one of your masks was what? Mask of the decade for the NHL. Is that right?
oh yeah, SI.com, Sports
Oh,
Illustrated
Sports Illustrated. Okay.
did a for the early 2000s. So I had already been retired by the time that came out. But yeah, the mask I did for Josh Harding in Minnesota.
Wild, wild.
They,
So right now you're with the Worcester Railers, and
yeah,
you're on hiatus because everybody. Well, you would be anyway. The season would be. No, would you be? Yeah, the
we'd be
season would be in the playoffs now,
it's
right?
playoff time now, but the regular season be over. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the future of sporting events with, you're on the inside. I'm sure that you make phone calls every day saying, how are we going to get our fans back? Are we going to get our fans back? Are we going to allow the players to play the game where they have close proximity to each other? What's the status with your life right now?
Well,
Business life.
it's an interesting question, and it's one that's being posed across the country with every different sport, but especially with minor league sports, it's even more troubling because the model of playing in front of no fans doesn't work. There's no revenue generated there, and
Yeah.
we don't have a lucrative TV contract,
Yeah.
and so those type of scenarios really don't come into play for us. We're a live entertainment business model that we need to find a way to basically create a safe environment for our fans, and that where indoor sporting events are going to be, it's going to be tough to get back online. We're going to have to figure out a way to we're going to be looking at the other leagues and what other people are doing, but I mean, you're looking at some of the the minor league baseball, already calling a season. You're looking at, what's going to happen in the fall with football. Certainly we follow the NHL and the AHL and their lead. So there's a number of different variables that come into play that we don't really.
Nope, they
We
weren't
don't
in
really
that.
know what the landscape's going to look like come October when our we're scheduled to open,
Yeah.
for the next season.
And the fact is, it's not in any owner's manual. It's not anything that you learn when you're in the NHL that you don't learn in the ECHL or the
Right.
AHL or any of the other, feeder teams along the way. And it's a crazy scenario. And even crazier than that is that our time for this segment is just about up. But I want to ask if you'll come back at some time and kind of give us an update of what's going on in Worcester with your team and
Yeah, no, I'd be happy to.
sports in general. And we'd be happy to have you back.
Always a pleasure to come on anytime, John.
Great. So our guest for this segment has been Mike Myers from the Worcester Railers, and we want to let you know that we've got several additional segments of Salisbury 500 coming up. So stay tuned to this YouTube channel, and we will be delivering them to you very shortly. And Mike, I think we can both say this together. Go Hounds.
Go Hounds.
Go Railers too.
Go Railers.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
All right.